my little post thoughts to Business is Business. I think it's another good addition to Thug's catalog. Obviously, it's been, a while with him being locked up, since we got the last album, Punk. And I was a fan of Punk. Like, I think that's my favorite Thug album. It's a close between a whole bunch of them, really. But I'm pretty sure I liked, about all of them, at least 14 to 15 of them, just off first listen. And I'm glad that it was, just 15 tracks. If we go track by track right here, like the first Drake song was cool. To me, it served more as like an intro, kind of had a little skit in it. I'm not sure if that was like a phone call from jail with Drake or like old phone call or whatever, but Thug killed his part in a lot of these collaborations. 21, Drake and Travis Scott were on here twice each. But even, with Uzi, I mean, every single feature on the album, he never got carried on any of the collab. But I didn't know that these first, couple tracks, Money on the Dresser, Gucci Gucci Bag, I didn't expect it to be so much fun sounding song, and like those type of, upbeat tracks and everything threw me off a little bit. The first few tracks were all right. I think they got to grow on me a little bit. I thought they were cool, fun little thugger vibes on them. The first really heater of the project for me was Cars Bring Me Out with Future. I think Future had one of the best features on the album. The other best feature on the album was definitely the second Drake song, Oh You Went, with Drake. Drake's verse was crazy, but it was really good. I mean, Future and Young Thug don't miss, dude. Like, they're so influential, so good. I mean, that's a duo right there, for real. Cars Bring Me Out just had some of the best, energy on the project, and really was that thugger flow that I like a lot. With the Racks was cool. I thought everyone did their part. 21 did well. I think his second song that he had, Want Me Dead down here, was the better song between, both of his features. Same thing with Travis. He, again, kind of did his part. Yeah, Gotti was snuck in at the end. I thought that was funny. But again, Thugger, kind of his hook popping in and out of the, in and out of the song was the best part, in my opinion. Uncle M was good. I thought this was what the album was going to sound like, this type of Metro production. And it was more of a darker song. Abracadabra was cool. It might have gone on a little bit longer than I thought. I think this one could have been solo. I think that Travis's features were kind of I'm never really excited for Travis features on albums, if I'm being honest, because he didn't really do much for the song now, did he? Like, Abracadabra could have been solo and it would have been better, probably. It wasn't, terrible from Travis Scott, but I need better on Utopia. Whether these verses were old or new, I don't even really care at this point. Went Through It was another really underrated one that really blew me away. He's just been so experimental, and I was just, again, the beat was crazy on that one. And then the song with Drake, this is really such a good part of the album right here. Drake slid on his verse, more of a high energy track. Thug hit a lot of good hooks on this album too. Want Me Dead, the better of the 21 collabs. This was his best verse, one of the better features on the project. I thought it was a solid performance overall. It's exactly what you want out of these two on a song. Hellcat Kenny, it was cool. I'm glad they kind of kept it short and fun. I feel like maybe this was an older Uzi Thug song, back to kind of that bubbly, so much fun type stuff. Mad Dog, it was really Thug's, flows on this project we were paying attention to the most, because obviously he can't, speak on, all the situations going on right now. Lyrically, we just didn't really care too much this project, I feel like, but Mad Dog had some of the best flows on the project. I thought, his rhyme scheme in there was interesting. Jonesboro was the one that blew me away. That might be my favorite on the project. I had to stop the song and be like, yo, Metro's the best producer of my time. Hoodie was cool. Not my favorite on the project. I think, again, Thug, his performance on the hook and everything was pretty much what made it, a good song. And I thought Got It actually sounded pretty solid on there. On the last song with Nate Roos or whatever, who was on Punk a few times, I thought, we were getting like a Punk throwaway, something alternative maybe on this project. I was locked in and focused, and then boom, Wheezy. It was a Wheezy beat. Thug just spazzed out for the rest of the track. Dude, I think Business is Business was possibly a no skips album, and Jack, who was in here in the live stream, brought up, what do you think was the better album between the two of, Gunna's album last week, A Gift and a Curse, or was it Thug's album this week, Business is Business? But Gunna, his album was more solo. It was also 15 tracks. he's actually here to address situations. A lot of people have switched up on him, whatever. He's very focused on that project. I thought it was very good. There's a good replay value and a lot of good songs on there. So I'm a big fan of A Gift and a Curse. It's still all very new, so I can't decide. I'll decide more towards the end of the year when I, get more time and throughout the summer and everything. But Business is Business was also 15 tracks. To me, actually hearing, Gunna address the situations, being present in time, kind of gives him the advantage to having a better album, honestly, because this was more a compilation in a way. It was still a very good album, but it almost was kind of like a playlist where it's not, I don't get to hear him talk about new topics and everything. These songs were just picked, these collabs were just picked, but Thug can't control that, obviously. He's in a cell right now, so this is the best we can possibly do for an album for Young Thug to not even really get a say in it or whatever, or not actually gonna make it, or give us new songs. This is really good. Is this the best album from jail of all time? And Biden needs to get to freeing this man. Pardon Young Thug, please. Like, Sleepy Joe, are you hearing this record? What are y'all saying? Production, yeah, I want to touch on that. Production on this album too was amazing. I think some of the best produced songs. I like some of the bubbly beats, don't get me wrong, on the first few tracks, but to me, just hearing, Future and Thug, more upbeat song, it was refreshing, what I'm saying? I thought we were gonna get more production, kind of more eerie, low-key, like Uncle M. And even, Weezy took it to the next level on the last song. I thought that was funny. I didn't expect that to be upbeat. The best beat for me was still Jonesboro. And I think the sample, too, that was used in Oh You Went with Drake was just amazing. And Metro is so good, like I said earlier in the stream. And, Metro, being the executive producer was such an advantage on this album. I think this is the best possible Thug album we can get right now. Summer music on a lot of these songs. I'm going to be bumping this new Thug quite a lot. I'm excited to see how the replay value as well holds up, over the next week. And throughout the summer, I think I'm going to be playing this a lot. This is one of the better hip-hop albums this year. The light has been very bright on Metro, and he's stepped up to the plate. Great project. I'm very pleased. Again, I think this is the best project you could possibly have from jail. I think off of first listen, a nice like 8.5 maybe even, with room to grow. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.